Angel Reese has made headlines again, but not in a good way. Caitlin Clark, our shining WNBA star, took a brutal hit to the head from Reese. The Chicago Sky's aggression against Caitlin Clark is just getting unbearable, angering fans and media. In a recent game against the Chicago Sky, Caitlin Clark faced a tough and shocking encounter. The competition between these teams has always been fierce, and the most recent match was no exception. Early on in the first quarter, Dana Evans from the Sky hooked Clark's arm in what looked like an intentional move. This move was enough to make the fans outcry, but things became worse in the third quarter. Caitlin Clark was going for a layup when Angel Reese, in a completely unnecessary and dangerous move, struck Clark in the head with her forearm. The impact was so strong that Clark fell to the floor. What was initially called a common foul was quickly reviewed and upgraded to a flagrant one. How much longer can this heated rivalry go on before we see some real changes to protect our players? The crowd's reaction was immediate and intense, with many recalling previous incidents involving the Chicago Sky. Dave Portnoy, a big name in business and social media, didn't hold back and shared a video of what went down, showing his outrage. Fans were quick to slam the Chicago Sky for their rough play and cheered on Clark for her grit and sportsmanship. They demanded that the league take a firmer stance against such dangerous plays. The rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese dates back to their college days, the time when Clark played for the Iowa Hawkeyes and Reese for the LSU Tigers. Their matches have always been intense since that time, and this rivalry is now intensified in the WNBA. Every game between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky has become a must-see event. However, this competition now seems to be crossing the line. Audiences want the WNBA to set effective standards to protect their players and demonstrate respect on the basketball floor. Caitlin Clark has stood her ground well and has not allowed herself to be distracted by the controversies surrounding the game. This only cements her position as one of the brightest rising stars out there, and her composed and laser-sharp responses to the controversies only draw more fans to her side. The ongoing aggressiveness of the Chicago Sky players is damaging the team's reputation. Fans are fed up with this behavior, wanting to see high-level basketball, not unnecessary violence. With such incidents arising, the pressure on the WNBA to take a firm stance keeps mounting. Fans want justice and safety for all players. Despite the competition, there's a fine line between healthy play and dangerous aggression. Clark has demonstrated incredible resilience, and she continues to show impressive performance on the court, her ability to stay calm and focused. Clark is becoming not just an exceptional player, but also a quintessence of how to handle pressure and adversity. Entering the WNBA as the first overall draft pick, Caitlin Clark has been carrying enormous expectations on her shoulders. All eyes are on her, expecting her to elevate not just the Indiana Fever, but also the profile of women's basketball as a whole. Despite the pressure and adversity, Clark has delivered extraordinary performances. She is currently among the top scorers in the league, proving that her talent is undeniable and her dedication to the sport is unmatched. The constant physical and provocative attacks haven't brought Caitlin Clark down. On the contrary, she has shown even more strength and determination. Her ability to quickly recover from aggressive plays and continue leading her team is impressive. Clark has handled these situations with a maturity beyond her 22 years. In her interviews, she always appears calm and focused on the game. "Basketball is competitive, I get it," she said.
You know, sometimes your emotions get the best of you. Happened to me multiple times throughout the course of my career. People are competitive. It is what it is.
This professional and centered attitude has earned Clark even more admirers, showing that she's a true leader on and off the court. Caitlin Clark's impact goes beyond her individual statistics. Her presence in the WNBA has attracted more attention to the league, increasing viewership and interest in women's basketball. The rivalry with Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, though intense and sometimes controversial, has also brought more visibility. Fans are more engaged, and discussions about the game are more heated. Caitlin Clark is becoming a transcendent figure in women's basketball, influencing the sport in ways few players have. Beyond the physical challenges on the court, Clark has been open about the importance of mental health.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. I can't accomplish everything in my life. Like, I'm not afraid to ask for help and tell people, today's just not my day, and that's okay. Like, not every day has to be perfect.
The tension between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky continues to rise with each game, and the rivalry only gets fiercer. Aggressive incidents against Caitlin Clark are ongoing, and fans are increasingly worried about her safety and well-being. Each new foul committed against Clark fuels outrage and intensifies demands for stronger intervention from the WNBA. Will the league finally take a tougher stance against this brutality, or will we continue to witness one of the most talented players of her generation being targeted by dangerous plays? The upcoming matchups between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky promise to be even more intense. Fans want to see how Caitlin Clark will respond and whether Angel Reese and her teammates will continue their aggressive approach. All eyes are on the WNBA to see if stricter measures will be implemented to ensure a fair and safe game. The pressure on the WNBA has never been greater. The league must take action to stop this rivalry from setting the wrong example of how women's basketball is played. The safety of the players should always be the priority. It will be important to see how the league deals with these events in order to determine the future of the sport. Caitlin Clark's fans want to see their star shine without the fear of being targeted by aggressive moves. Even though Caitlin Clark won't be brought down easily, fans want safety for her. Clark's skill, resilience, and positive mindset are inspiring a new generation of fans and players. She is not only facing challenges head-on, but also achieving significant victories for her team. The Indiana Fever has shown noticeable improvement, with Clark leading the team in several key statistics. Her ability to elevate her team's performance amid so much controversy is a testament to her greatness as a player and leader.